Hello, everyone, and welcome to another market update. Now, last week was very exciting for traders across the board. Whether you're trading stocks, currencies, the markets were very volatile last week. But what I'm going to do is put everything in context, because even though we had that huge Brexit vote and the unexpected result, what we can look at is a price chart to see where we are in terms of the various support and resistance levels, and what is the plan of action going forward. Okay, so for those of you who are watching this video, you will see a chart. I'm bringing up a daily chart. Let me start with S&P 500. S&P 500 is currently, and this is being recorded on Monday morning, is currently breaking down below support. And we had support in the 2022 level, and the market is currently breaking down below that level. But just backing up, we see that the market is actually trading down from a channel top resistance. We had resistance just above 2100, 2130, 2122. There was strong resistance, and the markets traded last week, traded up to resistance and collapsed all the way back down after that Brexit vote. Now, the momentum of this market is clearly to the downside after we close below 2022, so we can look for further negative price action with the S&P 500, and critical support with S&P 500 is in the 1800 level. And as you can see here on the chart, if we do close below 1800, that would be very bearish for this market, and it could trigger even a much larger correction in the stock market. Looking at what happened over in Europe, let's just bring up the UK markets, or let's first bring up the German DAX, where we saw a huge move down last week. The market, let me just bring up the weekly chart. The market moved from a high of 10,340 to and the market closed at 9,557, bringing up the FTSE, and that's the UK shares. We saw last week where the market traded down to a low of 5,899, and today what we see actually went all the way down to 5,800, and it closed around the 6,100 level. So a huge spike down in the value of the FTSE. Now, another area where we saw a huge move is the value of the British pound. Last week, what we saw was that the market was expecting, and it traded down to $1.40. And what the market was doing now was expecting that the remain vote would win the day. And what we saw was a British pound rally from 140 all the way up to 150, breaking this channel resistance. But then the shock vote came, and we saw a move immediately from 150 to 136, and this was a fairly swift move. And when the news was coming out, the market was very choppy and very illiquid. It was a very difficult market. You were getting requotes. Sometimes you're getting quotes of 100 pips. It was just a very volatile market, and if you weren't careful, you would have gotten chopped up in this market. But this was a huge move down for the British pound, and this could just be the start of a longer term move for down for the British pound. As we see, the market is going down into the 131.96 region at this point in time. Okay, looking at the value of the euro again took a significant hit last week, where we saw the market move from 114 to 110. But just look at the fact that with the euro, we are in a channel, and this is a weekly chart of the euro here. We're in a channel, and what could be happening is that the market could eventually be trying to hit the lower portion of this channel in the 105 region. So that could be a target for the euro if you are currently short the euro. And we'll just have to wait to see, first of all, if the market reaches down to this level, and secondly, if the market can break down below this 105 level. If we can close below 105, then there will be a stronger move to the downside with the euro. So this could be a potential huge move up or down. Looking at the value of the Japanese yen, this is a market, as you can see, has been trending, and this is a forex chart. So when the Japanese, when it's moving down like this, the US dollar is decreasing versus the Japanese yen. The US dollar decreasing, Japanese yen increasing. And I have been saying for a number of weeks that this market is trending nicely, and that is exactly what happened after the Brexit vote. We saw the market was at 106. It started at 106.62 and went down over 500 pips and closed over one at the 101 level. So a huge move down in the Japanese yen, or move up in the Japanese yen versus the US dollar. How could you have taken advantage of this? Either in the forex market or the Japanese yen ETF. And I've been recommending that being long the Japanese yen was probably a good move. Looking at another market that did extremely well was the value of the British pound versus the Japanese yen. We saw a huge collapse in the market. Let me just clean up this chart. And the market moved from 160 all the way down to 140. That's over 2,000 pips in one day. Some very strong moves here with the British pound, and overall, there are some. It's right now. It's some exciting times, especially in the currency markets. And if you know what you are doing and know what to look for, you can take advantage of this volatility, because that's how we make money in the markets, by taking advantage of these larger moves, taking advantage of these volatility moves. The portfolio that I recommend, we were already long the Japanese yen, we're already long the US dollar. So when these moves occurred, we were on the right side of the markets. And the reason why we were long those different instruments is that we were just following what the trend was saying. If the market moved against us, we would have taken a small stop loss and gotten out, but we were positioned properly at that point in time, and it's very good. But I think right now is just the beginning of some of these exciting moves in the markets, and it's a matter of positioning yourself to profit from these moves, because you don't see volatility like this every day in the markets. Now, for those of you traders out there, I am offering a free class. We sent it out late last week, and some folks have taken advantage of the free class. So I'm sending out again today. I don't know how long we'll be doing it, but I'm offering a free class, a one-on-one training session if you are having problems with your trading. If you want to know how to really start profiting from the trading environment, you will probably benefit from the class. Now, to the class, just some information about the class. It's offered one-on-one, and it will be done with me. We'll get on the phone, and if we want, we can look at some charts together and look at some setups. We'll detail how to enter, how to exit, and how to take advantage of these moves in the market. If you are interested in the class, what you can do is below this video, click on the link below and leave a refundable deposit. Now, the reason why I ask for a deposit is that if I don't, I will get hundreds of requests, and I'm only one person. So I ask for a refundable deposit of $95. Once the class is over, you'll be entitled to the money back. That deposit is just essentially hold your spot in the class. So I won't be offering it for much longer, so take advantage of the situation and that free class. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope you all will take action so you can benefit from these very exciting times in the markets. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day.